Could be fun. Yeah, good luck, have fun, everyone. I hope everyone has fun just watching the bracket and just entering the bracket. Because at the end of the day, it's all about that. And yeah, there's a with the Ninjara. Kev obviously with the Twin Tail. Gotta be careful about the picks here. This is DNA Lab, so they can afford to play a little bit more campy. I'm not completely sure why Daza would have left the stage open, considering Kevgiru can be very campy at times, and sometimes a little bit hard to hit as well due to Wi-Fi. Like, yeah, I'm gonna call him out. He's still playing on Wi-Fi, probably. Hey, that is fine. That is completely fine. For now, at least. It's not an international tournament. We don't need the peak of the peak of the peak of connections. But Kevgiru is going to get that first rush on the board in order to equalize the score right now. Gosh, I haven't done that in a little bit. Yeah, so far very even match. There's a very carefully navigating around Kevgiru, trying to not commit too much, but unfortunately is going to get that rush snuffed out by the Chakram. Which puts Kevgiru in a pretty comfortable position, I would say. 24 seconds on the clock. Yeah, those pillars are going to go down very slowly in this matchup. That is still not being too committal. Like, there's only 10 seconds on the clock and it's gonna die here. That's fair. Kevgiru has saved the rush for the next round. But Daza is not too far behind on that. Yeah. Again, we can see that Daza isn't being very committal so far. Trying to go for the safe hits. Which I want to say fair enough. He does have the nade though, so I would argue that having the nade and playing very defensively is kind of an antithesis at some point, but so far it's working. I mean, Daza took the advantage here in this phase with the rush, so you know, it's good. So Kevgiru is going to be able to find this knockdown now. The pillars are out for the most part of the way. There's still that one. But I feel like overall, this is a much better position for Daza to be in right now than he was earlier. Still, Kevgiru is slowly but surely trying to get an edge on him. Gonna get a little bit of damage off of that rush, not much. Thanks to that sidestepping most of it. And now we're back to 10 seconds on the clock. I'm not... Yeah, Daza still has the health advantage, but not for long. He gets knocked out of it. And... ooh, I think... Yeah, Daza stole that one back. Thanks to that little bit of rush. Saving game point here. But unfortunately, that does mean he goes into round 3 with the rush disadvantage. Still, it is a very close match so far. Very good match to start the day with, if you ask me. So I'm not gonna lie, my throat is kind of hurting right now. Ooh, very good trap here by Kevgiru, recognizing that Daza is trying to shield off that freeze and just going for the grab in response. Daza's still finding some good hits. Not gonna be able to... Ooh, interesting interaction here. Unfortunately, Daza is going to lose that exchange to Kevgaru's own rush. Not by much, but that was weird to say the least. A good grab. Kevgaru still managing to maintain that lead. Gosh, this is so close. This is so tense. That's on the last HP, the last sliver of health. Kevgaru starting to get into critical. 18 seconds on the clock. Kevgaru is going to use that rush. And Daza is going to try to counter rush, but unfortunately is going to be completely snuffed out here by the remains of that rush. That rush from Kevgaru. That was a poor choice, we'll say. That was a poor choice to enable that rush now. That does give Daza the opportunity to counterpick, so... Yeah, Daza in a little bit of a precarious situation right now. That unfortunate rush activation must be weighing pretty heavily, not gonna lie. But yeah, that was a bit sad to watch, honestly, because I feel like Daza was in control for the most part during that last exchange, but then panicked, I think, due to the timer, honestly. Just panic rushed due to the timer. And it would seem that Daza is going to go to Ninja College. It's an interesting choice, I will say, in this matchup, because I still feel like Twintel would have the advantage on this stage. Maybe not by much, but I still feel like this is a good Twintel stage. Especially with how Kev has been playing so far. So really, I'm not completely convinced by Daza's stage choices so far. Either way, Kev is going to get some really good hits in to begin with. Once again, we have a very defensive game so far. Daza trying to go for the safe hits he can try to find, but not finding any so far. And Kevgaru is doing an excellent job at just working around those hits. Unfortunately, gotta get the arm down here, but he's gonna be able to retaliate completely with this rush. And now it really feels like Kev is in complete control right now. Daza is going to be able to find that rush though, which could be what he needs for the momentum shift. Still, this is going to be very tough. Like, fighting on those stairs is not easy, especially when you have a character who can just have access to floats. But hey, Daza is slowly but surely trying to make the comeback here. Good teleport from Daza. Kev playing really patient. He knows that if you can just time Daza out, he's got this. But Daza is going to be able to... I did not like that. This rush, unfortunately, did not fully connect. Which, it was a great idea from Daza, but unfortunately, Kev just fell out of the rush and it was not enough, and now Daza is in a very precarious situation at the bottom of Ninja College without any rush to rely on. On match point. This is not where you want to be. This is really not where you want to be. Still, Daza now has managed to take back the high ground, but Kev is going to be able to respond with his rush. And yeah, I feel like Daza might be a little tilted from all of that. I'm not gonna lie, but that really feels like Daza is being a little bit tilted. Kind of threw patience out the window for a moment here as well. Just trying to go ham. But so far, Kyogre is showing him that, yeah, patience is needed against Twintail. And Kev is going to be able to find that rush. And done and done. That's just done. Kev is going to be able to advance to winners round 2. Yeah, what an unfortunate turn of event for Daza. Who had the right idea, had the right punish, but unfortunately just couldn't make it work at the end of the day. Just because of physics. Yeah, we'll say that. It is just physics. Ah, that was heartbreaking. I'm not gonna lie, that was heartbreaking. But yeah, good job to Kevgeru. Unfortunately, yeah, it did feel like Daza was getting tilted by the end. And for our next match, it would seem that we will have Yam versus Razzle. And once again, where's my database? Okay, good. We're good on that. I need to set random legal. That's Malzo, that's Buster. DNA, the Adult Chapter grounds, firing ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're good. We're good, we've got him. And yeah, Yam and Razzle want to play random legal. So yeah, let's just play random legal. I'm fine with that. Here we go! Oh gosh, first match on Via Dolce. That is no, that is an unfortunate turn of events from the random. I will say that much. Yeah, Yam. Ooh. Okay, Yam was just a little bit too far to get that confirmed, unfortunately, but hey, still doing a very good job at keeping Razzle at bay so far. Yam might want to be just a little tap closer in order to get those good confirms in. There we go. Now Yam is in the zone. Completely in the zone. To be fair, I feel like Via Dolce is a pretty good stage for Lola in general. But hey, you know what they say? They say never say GG's to a max brass, because the maximum brass is now in play on Razzle's side. And honestly, look at that pressure from Razzle. Like, this is kind of terrifying. And yeah, then he just gets zapped and poof! We're done. We're done. Yeah, overall, like... Yeah, right now the double war isn't looking like the best thing that Raz could have gone for in the second round. And Yam is going to be able to find the rush as well. And yeah, Yam in an excellent position right now. Just gonna be able to move out of the way here. Gonna get some chip damage, but yeah, that is not looking too great for Razzle, isn't it? I don't have really much to say at this point. It's just Yam looking for the punish, finally getting it. It's not quite enough to kill. And Razzle is going to be able to get a great deflect here. Start the pressure going, but nah, Yam is just gonna snuff that out. Like, no deal. No deal. We're not doing that. But yeah, I will say this was not the best stage for that matter. It's very easy, I feel, for Lola to just get a good grip on that stage. Max Rush could definitely have gone very far, but it just felt like Yam had full control. Yeah, Yam is going to go Mechanica. Or Razzle goes for the Springtron. We go Mechanical in here. Tech versus Tech. Yeah, I kind of feel like they're just playing randoms at this point. Which, fair. And Yam is already going to get EMP'd right away. Okay. So it's going to be interesting because... Ooh, very good patience from Yam here. Recognizing the EMP. Yeah, I still feel like with this loadout it might be a little tough for Razzle to do much. But at the same time, the wind arm is going to be able to lead to some decent confirms. Stun isn't going to cause knockdown though. Which is going to be problematic. And meanwhile, Yam does have a very good Tri-Blast in order to get those pokes. Which is scary. Ooh, and an arm down, and Razzle is going to be able to take that first round. By the way, chat, just so I know, how's the sound on your end? I think it's good, but please let me know if there are any sound issues on your end. But yeah, now it's double slap from Yam. Unfortunately, activates the rush on the knockdown, which isn't going to lead to much. But still, it's good pressure at least. It's very good pressure and it's showing. Razzle completely stuck in the corner and is gonna get punished for that commitment. So, you know, completely reversing the steam here. Okay, sound good? Sounds good. Okay, good. Now going into round 3, like, I really like the pressure that Yam applied in the previous round. Ooh, and a very good rush here to root. And now we're back into this situation where Razzle is stuck in the corner. Except this time it's a slap and a Tri-Blast. Which, yeah, that's a very dangerous loadout to be in the corner against. Ooh, and the grab is going to get punished. The rush activation thankfully saves Razzle from death here, from almost certain death. But Yam is just going to be able to pull out the win with that rush. Very well played by both players. Honestly. But yeah, the slap pressure from from Yam was intense to say the least. And now we shall see. We shall see what happens as we move on to winner semis. Now I am guessing that we're going to go straight into Alistair versus Mr. Adel, but I might be wrong. Might just be waiting for Riffa to actually finish the match against Kevgaru. I will say so far the seeding is mostly respected. Which is, I guess, the mark of a good seeding. Although we do like our upsets, but hey. So far so good. Yeah, we are going to go straight into winner semis. Which, no problem, we're gonna get that set up. Okay, we're gonna have to... I think we might have to take a very short break to actually change the lobby. We might have to. Just waiting on the TO side. I'll be right back, just 2 minutes. Okay, we're back. Literally had to join another lobby to actually get that set up, so, you know, I kind of had to hide the code, which was the entire problem. And yeah, we do get the coil ditto. That makes perfect sense. And now this is... I'm not gonna say that this is where the things get interesting. But this is definitely where things get very coily in the bracket. But yeah, lots of patience right now in this opener. Alistair with a decent life lead, not gonna be able to land the rush here, but still gonna get some decent pressure in with the Tri-Blast. Adel is also going to miss that rush and just hit the shield. And yeah, just lots of patience so far. Lots of patience. Ooh, very good grab here. Very good grab punish by Adel. I will say that much. Ooh, and another grab punish. Might be the shift in momentum he needs. No, the rush isn't gonna land here. Now all Alistair needs to do is play very patiently, and yeah, 3 seconds on the clock. It is over. Yeah, understandable. I have a nice day. Let's go to the next to the next round. I guess. With a very long range grab that's going to land here by Alistair. But again, you see both players very much waving around those Tri-Blasts. Knowing that they're the danger, all things considered. They're the danger here. Those Tri-Blasts are the danger, and ooh, yeah, Mr. Adel tried to escape here because knowing that his shield wasn't going to last. But no deal, no deal. Ooh, nice rush attempt by Mr. Adel. Gonna get completely blocked by Alistair, and once again Alistair with a very decent health lead. Good knockdown by Mr. Adel. Gonna get snuffed right back. Yeah, Mr. Adel is still getting some good hits in, don't get me wrong, but so far it really feels like Alistair's got the better punishes and everything. Mr. Adel going for another rush, and no, this one is going to get blocked as well, just barely thanks to that shield. Mr. Adel now on his last HP. 1 second left on the clock, and that is going to be a final grab for Alistair to get a point on the board. But yeah, now we are going to go into the second game, and I'm not completely sure what changes need to be done on Adel's side. It definitely feels like he was maybe being a little too committal at some points, with Alistair getting some easy reads in. But I'm not completely sure. And now we're going to go to DNA Lab. So there's probably going to be even more play with the pillars. Just more defensive play. Mr. Adel did drop the Tri-Blast though in this round for Parasol and Cooler Rain. I definitely feel like this is a valid strategy, honestly. Just because if he can find those Cooler Rain hits, which, disclaimer, it's not going to be easy, honestly. But if he can find those Cooler Rain hits, then he can go for the Ice Chain, which would be very good in terms of getting momentum back. Ooh, a very good rush here by Mr. Adel. Gonna put him, I think, in the lead for the first time in the set. Still, it really feels like Alistair is still in his element. On this stage or any other. Little explosion here. Just lots of poking with the Tri-Blast trying to happen from Alistair, but it's like the Parasol of Mr. Adel is blocking a lot of it. Alistair is, however, going to find that rush, putting him in a very, very good position. He'll try to be a little bit more aggressive. And yeah, no, Alistair just needs to play very patiently here, and yeah, that's again an easy round. Now we are on match point, which Mr. Adel does have Rush at his disposal. Well, Alistair is going to be able to get it very quickly here. Ooh, good block by Alistair here. We'll put him in a very good position, especially with that Rush! It really feels like Alistair has this on deck so far. Like, we did see the return of the Tri-Blast from Mr. Adel, but it's really not going to be enough. Alistair just continues to read him hit on hit and then punish him hit on hit. Ooh, and an interesting parry, advancing guard from Alistair. Nonetheless, Mr. Adel is really struggling right now, just finding any hits. On an extremely wavy core. Yeah, it almost feels like it's curtain for Mr. Adel. He might be able to get the rush before this round ends, but at 13 seconds and with such a health lead, I don't think even the rush can do much at this point. Yeah, and it's going to get blocked anyways, and that is completely over. Ooh, that was tough to watch. And Alistair is going to be taking that one to winners finals. Yeah, that was hard to watch. So yeah, again, I'll be right back. Again, I'm gonna set up the lobby again for the next match. Give me just a second. And we're back. Sorry about that, just trying to keep those lobby codes secret, even though everybody knows my lobby code at this point. So we're gonna get Riffa versus Yam now. The other winner semis. And we're doing legal random. That's fine. That's fair. I think I have everything. Yeah, I do. Yeah, no time to waste. We're gonna go straight into it. Yeah, we've got the Riffa Min Min. I did see the Riffa Min Min last time at Battle for the Den. Was pretty good. And then Yam going Springtron. So you know, fun stuff. Definitely not double coil, I will say that much. In terms of, yeah, this is much less defensive as well. Like, you do get that lockjaw on both sides, which lockjaw is a funny one. Just because it's like one of the... In a game where everything's a projectile, technically lockjaw is the only true projectile. Plus Yam also has Dragon Laser on his side, so can easily stuff out the movement. It is going to be a pretty funny one. They're here to please the people. And a very good win confirmed by Riffa. There we go. That's what we like to see. I mean, unfortunately, Yam is paying the price here, but you know, can't have everything, can we? But yeah, honestly, having the Lockjaw and Dragon Arm on Min Min is pretty scary for the opponent, because it's Lockjaw sure is an explosion arm, so you could still use it against its user. But I feel like this is one of the harder explosion arms to detonate. When you're not finding any answer right now. Riffa's pressure is on point. Just throw those projectiles in, and yet another win confirmed. That is done. 57 seconds on the clock. That will be a quick one for Riffa. So yeah, completely different match from the from the previous one. Nothing alike. And yeah, Yam is going to counterpick Mechanica. And I'm not completely sure what Mechanica can do against that Min Min on sparring. But hey, maybe the dot damage from the poison could take Riffa off guard. Because I feel like most of the time you do not remember about the poison. I do not remember about the poison most of the time. Ooh, good paralysis from Yam. Not gonna be able to get anything out of it. Ooh, and a nice grab here as well. Not taking the dot damage, which I want to say fair. But I still feel like dot damage is an extremely powerful tool to have overall if you can take it. Still, very good showing so far from Yam. Really feels like Yam is just much more comfortable right now. Ooh, and a very good rush activation from Yam as well for that deflect. Very nice. Riffa is going to, however, get that knockdown thanks to the wind. Yeah, Yam going full electric right now. Trying to go for the big damage. Especially with that, yeah, the C key. Pokes here and there. Yeah, Riffa is more acclimated, I feel like, to that setup than the Gusher setup. That's 410 damage. Jesus, the Lockjaw Rush does a lot. Now Riffa's completely reversed the situation. Got all the momentum on his side. Needs only one hit on Yam, but Yam doing an excellent defensive job so far. Ooh, and Yam's just gonna go for the rush and potentially seal that one. No! Okay. Just using the Thunderbird and not gonna get enough damage, and instead Riffa is going to save that point. I guess Yam felt like he was too close to get the Seiki hit. Maybe a little bit afraid of getting paralyzed by his own Seiki. But still. It's okay so far. Yam still has some very good pressure for Riffa. Riffa now has full Dragon Arm Seeki and ooh, drops the rush here, but that is fine. That still did like a ton of damage. Yeah, I'm being very patient right now. Finds the grab. Trying to apply a lot of pressure while Riffa's in the corner. Riffa is going to be able to find that Dragon Seeki. Going for a lot of damage here from the confirm. Yeah, I'm going straight for rush, but that's not gonna land. Now Riffa in a prime position. Gotta be very careful. One Seeki and it's all over at this point. Riffa just going for the raw rush. And Yam being a little too committal on that one. Just being a little too committal. I'm gonna get caught by the rush, and that is going to be game to Riffa. Yeah, I do not agree with that rush. I did not... I mean, I agree with the rush, I did not agree with everything, honestly. This is hard to say. This is hard to say. Either way, that does mean we're gonna have a winners finals that is going to be Riffa versus Alistair. Just before we do that, though, I'd like to remind you that I am doing our my own thing on Wolf TV. That includes the KOF tournament. There is going to be another KOF tournament coming up next week. On Sunday, if you're interested in that, that will be on the 10th of April 2022 at 14 CEST, which is going to be a fun one. Already a lot of good players registered for that one. And yeah, KOF 15 is a very fun game and I would highly recommend it. And in terms of free play, next week we will have the Playing Grounds featuring a very good fan game called TMNT X Justice League Turbo. So obviously Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles X Justice League Turbo. It's a very long name. Not as weird as other fighting games, but it's still a very long name. Yeah, this is a very fun Mugen style game with TMNT and DC characters. And we're going to be playing that on Parsec, so even if you don't have the game installed, it's completely fine. We'll be able to play that. It is a tag game as well. So there should be some fun combos to find in that. Yeah, this will be on the 5th of April at 21 CEST. We're just showcasing the game before it's at Combo Breaker later this year. It should be a fun time. But anyways, back to ARMS. We're just going to set up that winners finals real quick. This will be best of 5, I believe, if my calculations are right. The first stage is going to be Temple Grounds because, you know, Europe. And we are ready to go. I believe I might have to... No. I think we're fine on the name order. Yeah, we're fine. And Riffa's sticking with the Min. If you haven't heard of TMNT X Justice League Turbo, it's a fun fan game that takes elements from like the TMNT fighting game on SNES and then a Justice League fighting game. I believe also on SNES or Genesis, I'm not completely sure. And it should be a fun time just to try and mess around with the game. But back to arms. So yeah, we do have Riffa sticking with the Min Min. Kind of just messing around, honestly. But trying to hit Alistair, who's being very wavy right now. Yeah, lots of patience from both sides. Obviously, Riffa doesn't want to be overcommittal. Especially given Alistair has a lot of tools to actually punish him. Especially when he has the third arm up. But still, Alistair is on top of him right now. Especially after that rush. Just Riffa struggling to get ahead, honestly. It's just that. It comes down to that. Alistair being very wavy. Riffa finally gets a grab. Gets the setup, but how long is that gonna last? And that rush is going to get completely snuffed out. Putting Alistair in a very advantageous position. In this round, and in round 2. With that rush advantage. Yeah, going to round 2. Like, we do have the C key on Riffa's Dragon Arm. And I feel like this is a good idea overall. But it still requires landing a hit! Like, my goodness. Alistair's dodges today have been pretty on point, I would say. Kind of silly when you think about it. Good knockdown. Not gonna get any confirm. Due to the knockdown. So it really feels like Riffa is a little bit more comfortable with the Siki setup than the lockjaw. But at the end of the day, he's still struggling to find much in terms of hits. He does have the health advantage right now, though. And 33 seconds in, like, before the end, it could be enough to actually scare Alistair. Never mind! Let's just spend the rush here. And reverse the situation. Now Riffa is the one in trouble. Very good slap from Riffa, but this is not going to be enough. He does have rush. He's probably going to spend it. Try something, but yeah, no, that guard isn't going to go down. Guard isn't going to go down. And that is going to be the first point to Alistair. Yeah, now we're getting ready to go into round 2 and into game 2, and I feel overall like Riffa might want a smaller stage than Temple going into game 2. Obviously, Alistair doesn't want that, so just gonna go and ban sparring. And because it is Europe, we are going back to Temple. Like, I swear, if you go to Europe, you need to know how to fight on temple grounds. This is just a fact. If you don't know how to fight on temple grounds, you're gonna get destroyed. Ooh, and Riffa completely changing the loadout. Gonna try and get that dot damage with the Scorpion. Well, not the Scorpion, but Poison Arm. Like, I do like the idea of Riffa using a faster arm to try and catch Alistair more easily. But there's still a little bit of the pillar problem, we'll say. Once the pillars are down, then maybe I can see it better. The dot damage is going to help a little bit, I feel also, but it's not going to be that much. I mean, I say that as this is what is mostly decimating Alistair's life bar right now. But Alistair's going to be able to punish that with the rush. Getting comfortable here. Yeah, overall, Alistair right now in a very good position. Again, it's going to take a little bit more dot damage. But still. Ooh, the shield is low on Alistair's side though. Which might be an opportunity. Oh! I was about to say an opportunity for Riffa to find the rush, but no, instead it's going to be an opportunity for him to get snuffed out of that rush. And for Alistair to take that round. Ooh, and the opening grab from Alistair straight away. So Riffa is sticking to that idea of getting a very fast arm to actually try and punish Alistair, but Alistair is on top of things right now and applying some extremely good pressure, applying the rush, just finding every hit right now, honestly. But a good knockdown from Riffa might be enough to get some kind of advantage back. A little bit of rollback here, I feel like. Ooh, and a nice grab here by Riffa. Rush is going to get blocked here. But Alistair is going to find the grab, and that is going to be another point on the board. Jeez. Alistair is a very wavy one. Like, showing white coil is so good in this game. With the movement and everything. But yeah. That just happened. And we are going now into game 3. Kind of expecting the same bands. And we're just going back to Temple Grounds. And Riffa is going to go straight for the Coil Ditto. Okay. This is now the darkest timeline, by the way. Riffa playing meta. Yeah, darkest timeline for sure. Anyways, we do have two very aggressive cores right now going at it, though. So, you know, there's that at least. But anyways, again, Alistair is avoiding everything. Well, not that, but mostly everything. And Riffa cannot seem to find a hit, even in the corner, honestly. You'd think that Alistair would be stuck in the corner, completely onto the pressure, under the pressure, but no, he still finds a way to get out. He still finds ways to get out. It's kind of impressive, honestly. And Riffa calling the lag out. And yeah, Alistair looking very comfortable right now. Don't know what Riffa can do at this point. Like, yeah, there is still that little lag problem. So we will have to see if there's an intervention of the TOs. But still. Ooh, good blocks from Riffa. Yeah, I feel like that's how Riffa starts to get a little bit of a leg back. Just trying to play a little bit more patiently. He's still going for a lot of third arm setups, but you know. Riffa going to spend that rush onto the shield. The shield is low. Alistair's going to be able to recover pretty handily. 17 seconds on the clock. Alistair's going to go for the rush, but it's going to get blocked by Riffa. And that is going to be the first point on the board, I believe, for Riffa. His first point in this matchup. So Alistair has now brought out the full setup. Now Riffa is starting to actually find Alistair in the corner. Just go in and find some good hits into the corner. Alistair's shield is low, but it's not going to matter because he's just going to use that rush in order to pressure Riffa, forcing him to shield and trying to recover, I think, a little bit of the shield. Which honestly is not a bad play. Alistair's shield is low again. Ooh, good blast out by Riffa. Alistair waiting for his turn there on the tri-blast. Riffa is like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna shield it then. This is going to be a very close one. I'm not exactly sure who's gonna win on that. Riffa going to spend the shield, the rush on the shield. Alistair gaining rush here. Can still make a play. Very good grab. I think Riffa is still ahead, but with the chip damage, no! Yeah, that is very unfortunate. Where Alistair had the opportunity to finish the rush, Riffa was forced into finishing... into dropping the shield. But yeah, there was a lot of teleporting still apparently, so we'll have to see where what the TOs say. Seems that we're just going to be moving on. I believe our loser semi is ready at this point. I believe we do have all loser semis. I believe it is best of 3. Just gonna get that set up real quick. So yeah, just Bika versus Razzle. We're getting that set up real quick for you. There we go. Yeah, it's also been a while since I've seen Beppe, to be fair. I was looking through a little of the archives. And I think the last time I've seen Beppe was actually probably... I want to say Battle for the Den Season 2 Episode 6. Which was like a while ago at this point. And I guess we're starting on Via Dolce. I guess it makes sense. I guess it makes sense. Now Raz is going to go for the Ninjara. For the Kid Cobra, what am I saying? You can see that I might be a little bit tired, honestly. And Beppe with the Ribbon Girl, which was expected, to be fair. Anyways, back to the match. I don't know, Beppe is struggling a little bit, I feel like, against Razzle. But overall, still managing to land some good hits in order to get back in. But it really feels like right now, Razzle has the rhythm on deck. Like, look how Beppe is pretty much backing out at this point, willingly leaving the space to Razzle. Ooh, and Beppe's gonna miss the rush as well. Like, that's bad. That's bad. Ooh, that's really bad. Ooh, and Razzle is going to be able to take one over Beppe in this first round. Beppe going double glove. Which, yeah. I feel like double roaster would be able to do pretty well in this matchup. But Razzle with very much a lot of pressure here. Razzle's pressure is insane right now. Beppe literally didn't find a way to not get hit. Literally did not find a way to not get hit. The Cobra pressure was just too much. Jeez. Razzle was like, I'm seeing the Matrix. I'm seeing the Matrix. Everything is here. Everything is here. And so for the second game, we are going to go to Mausoleum. No character changes. Fair. And honestly, I kind of like the idea of a little bit more of an open stage for Beppe. Just because he's gonna have much more openness to actually move. But so will Razzle, so we'll see. Honestly, so far it's looking much more even overall. So maybe that stage was the answer. Now, just lots of poking happening right now. Trying to find any pokes he can with the Tri-Volt. You know, Razzle trying to get those Scorpion hits off the ground, but so far not finding anything. And that is going to be one round on the board for Beppe. Going to round 2. Razzle finding the Scorpion hit, some dot damage. Riffa responding with some slaps. And overall, I feel like the poking game that Beppe has started to use is working pretty well for him. So Razzle is slowly starting to adapt. But Beppe is going to be able to punish that grab attempt with the rush, putting himself in a very good position. Ooh, and a very good rush here by Razzle to get back into the game. Now the pressure is on. So I feel like Scorpion overall is a slower arm when it's charged. So Riffa would have ample opportunity to actually dodge it. But still, that's one hit on the board, and Beppe is going to be able to find the stun confirm and get that point on the board. Very well played by Beppe. But yeah, very nice stun confirm here to actually seal the deal. Very nice. And yeah, obviously this is not Battle for the Den, so this is the best of 3. The last match is going to be the last one. The next match is going to be the last one. For loser semis. Yeah, I haven't set the stage yet. And we go straight to DNA Lab. And honestly, for being on DNA Lab, like those two players right now are being very aggressive. You'd think that the pillars would hamper their movement a lot, but no, not that much, not by that much. The speedy boys, Yeah, still, so far, both players are having trouble hitting each other, funnily enough, despite being so aggressive. You think that someone would just run into a hit? Beppe taking all the dot damage right now. Yeah. Right now Razzle's in a pretty good position. Bippy trying to punish that grab with the rush, but Razzle's just too far. Just too far. Very good grab here by Razzle. 10 seconds on the clock. I don't think Bippy has can do anything right now. And we'll have to concede this round to Razzle. Yep. It's just round conceded. There was no way he could build the rush that fast. And now we're back to the poking game. Yeah, just getting some pokes here and there. I still feel like Bippy has the better arm for poking. But still. Yeah, it's all about the pokes right now. Just all about the pokes. Like, notice how Bippy is almost not using that that Slapamander. Just because he knows he's gonna get punished for it. Ooh, but a good blow here by Raz. Bippy a little bit destroyed by that. Just a little bit. Not by much. Ooh, and a very good grab punish here by Bippy thanks to the rush. It's looking very good right now. And yeah, we are going to go to the final round. Now the question is, what kind of rhythm will we see in this final round? It definitely feels like Riffa is going to stick to that strategy to try and get as many pokes as possible. Raz is going to attempt to punish that poke, but not going to get much, just going to get the last hit of the rush and the dot damage from the poison. And yeah, I will say though, it is very funny seeing Bippy playing with pretty much with one arm, you know. Really using the Slapamander only when he feels it's safe. To actually throw it out. Fortunately, he did miss the rush, so that could be the momentum shift Razzle needs. And this time he does get the punish as well, but not gonna get much damage. Again, rush dropping. Those rushes are dropping like crazy today. Razzle back into the advantage. "20 seconds on the clock. Bippy is going to need to take a risk here in order to get things done. And the confirm though! Never mind the risk, just get the confirm, I guess. Now Razzle is in a difficult position, and no! He's just dead! This is done. It's done. Bippy goes into losers finals. We're done. We're just done. It does mean that Bippy is going to have to fight Riffa though, which is going to be a tough match, but very well played by both players. Very close match. Yeah, you can see the improvement that Bippy made in the last few months. Like, playing so well now. Congrats to him. And now here comes the wall. That's the problem. Here comes the wall. But it's not a wall you can't climb, you know. I think that with enough time, Riffa can fall. It's a weird thing to say, but the wall isn't unsurmountable. There is a chance. There is a chance. There is a chance. So we're gonna go straight into Beppe versus Riffa. We are now ready to go. Now my question is Riffa going to take the Masango out? Yes, he will. He definitely loses bracket Riffa here. Makes sense. And I will say, I still say it, I still think that Riffa Masango is the final boss of Europe. Especially once he gets set up with any mask, really. I would say with any mask. It's because he can pressure you in blue, he can pressure you in red. And then he scares you with yellow, you know. Because Riffa always seems to have the yellow mask when he has rush, you know. That's just how Riffa works. Ooh, but a very good grab here by Beppe, but it is going to be a tough match for sure. Ooh, and a very good rush here by Beppe as well. So yeah, never say never. Now here's what I was talking about. Riffa not using the rush and then trying to go for yellow mask to actually scare Beppe. Yeah, that is a great point as well from the chat here. Beppe is making sure to keep a fire on just in order to threaten Riffa's red form. Because if he doesn't have that, then yeah, Riffa's just gonna stay in red. But that is a very good rush from Riffa. Decimating Beppe's health, and oh my god, that is a lot of damage so far. There's a lot of damage quickly. Now Beppe needs to find a way to actually get rid of the red mask, and not going to be able to find it in time, and that is going to be game to Riffa. Now remember, this is best of 5 now. We are in losers finals, this is best of 5, so there is still time to adapt and start to read what Riffa does. There's plenty of time to actually adapt. Yeah, Mausoleum, there we go. So we'll have to see the adjustments here. Beppe going full fire here. Just the slap and the roaster. And Riffa's just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna block that and punish you on it. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that Red Mask is going to be the best one for Riffa here. Ooh, good freeze by Riffa. Trying to go for a grab. Beppe recognizing the situation, managing to break it. And now Riffa's in yellow. Riffa is now the scary man with the rush. I'll just put it that way. Once Riffa is yellow, he's the scary yellow man. And it shows, like, because you can see right now that Bippe is very afraid to commit. And for good reason. So Bippe finding some decent punishes on Riffa right now. Ooh, trying to go for raw rush, but no deal, no deal. That was maybe a little bit too telegraphed. And Riffa is now able to down Bippe. Now Bippe going double roaster. Meanwhile, Riffa has taken out the Seiki, but then no. That Seiki is just gonna knock down, and you don't get any rush from that. Come on, come on. So it does put Bippe in a better situation. Just because now Riffa doesn't have rush, Bippe can now actually use the pressure of his own rush, potentially. Now Riffa's the speedy one. Ooh, and a very good hit from that Seiki here. For some big damage. Seiki is such a scary arm. I cannot understate it. Seiki is such a scary arm for both players. Bippe denying the yellow mask from Riffa. Ooh, and a very good rush here as well to boot for 320 damage. Ooh, but that grab is going to get punished, and with the Seiki in hand, that is a lot of damage. That is just a lot of damage. Seiki rush melts health bars like nobody's business. It's like, why does it do so much damage? Because why not? Now Bippe is taking that to the beach. No character changes here. We just go straight into it. And see, now Bippe still has like the roaster to actually try and deal with Riffa in red mess, but so far it doesn't seem like Riffa really cares. It's just gonna be like, I'm red, I'm gonna apply all the pressure in the world. I now have rush. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're frozen. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna get hit. That's what you're gonna do. And Bippe is just getting roasted. Just like that. If we're really like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Tell me, what you gonna do? And now Riffa's the scary yellow man, so... yeah, Bippe is gonna be very afraid to actually go in. Thankfully he gets the knockdown, but... ooh, good dodge from Riffa and a good punish as well. I barely saw that on Bippe's side. And now the freeze begins. Bippe is going to get out of it, but still blocked to that wall. He gets the knockdown. Riffa not going for mask. Actually, I feel like overall in this matchup, Riffa hasn't been going for mask too much. Ooh! Ooh, that one hurt. That one really hurt. That read. What a read from Riffa. It's like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. And just when I press the button, you're gonna panic dash. Ooh, that one hurt to watch. Truly a terrifying sight. But yeah, that is going to be Riffa winning his way back to Grand Finals. To face Alistair. Hopefully the lag won't be as bad as in the previous match. But before we do that, I will update you on what's going on at Wolf TV lately. Most notably, we have another KOF 15 tournament coming up on April 10th at 14 CEST. If you have KOF 15 on PC, whether on Epic Game Store or the Steam Store, make sure to actually join. You know, it's always good fun. We've got a lot of good players already registered for the tournament. It's a good opportunity to learn, so I invite you to actually come and see and watch how the game plays and everything. Those are always a good time. As for the free play sessions, we are going to be having next Tuesday, on the 5th of April, a session on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cross Justice League Turbo, which is a fan game made in Mugen, featuring characters from both TMNT and Justice League. This will be played on Parsec, so even if you don't have the game, it is perfectly fine. You can absolutely join. And overall, this should be a great time. This is a tag game as well, so lots of opportunity for some silly combos. The game is featured at Combo Breaker. I will be watching some of it, probably when that happens at Combo Breaker, depending on, you know, time zone and everything. But for now, we'll just discover the game together on the 5th at 21 CEST. And yeah, we are now, I think... No, we are currently waiting for Riffa to reset the router just in case. While I'm at it, will update you on the latest regarding ARMS at Wolf TV. So as you may know, I've been slowly moving away from ARMS at Wolf TV, mostly for different things. First up, I was trying to get Asia Oceania into a few events, because I feel like this is often the forgotten part of the world and they deserve the spotlight. Unfortunately, more often than not, we don't have enough people, so I couldn't stream any tournament yesterday because there were like 2 people, which is unfortunate. In terms of what I was doing for Europe, North America, I've decided so far to back down, just because Foxter is already doing a great job with his worldwide tournaments, and I'll just be stepping on his feet at this point. And besides, the season is over in terms of the Season 2 Alpha rankings. So there's probably not going to be an ARMS tournament at Battlefield for a while, unless it's like, again, Asia Oceania. I'm going to continue to try and get Asia Oceania off the ground in the coming months. However, what is going to be coming up soon is the finals of the Alpha rankings, which is literally a title defense match. And you may already know it's going to be the champion of Season 2 against a team of players that is going to be built. I want to say I'm going to name the second in the Alpha rankings as captain, but, you know, depending on how it goes, we'll see. It's literally just a title defense where the champion of Season 2 is going to have to fight through literally a wave of five people. But yeah, again, we are waiting for Riffa to reset the router, just in case. Hopefully, the match is less laggy than last time. We have to at least hope, because such situations are unfortunate. But we shall see. We shall see. We have to wait and see, nonetheless. That does give me some time to actually discuss with the chat, though. How's your day been, chat? How has your day been so far? Honestly, I've had a good day. I've had a very good day, honestly. Just watching some arms and everything. I went to watch the second Sonic movie yesterday as well, which was fun. But yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. And it would seem that we are just going to go in and hope and pray that there isn't too much lag. But at this point we might have to crowdfund Alistair getting optic fiber. This might have to be a thing. Also, just so you know, before I forget, tomorrow I will be on VoD's stream for a Street Fighter Alpha 3 exhibition match, which should be a funny one. Because you know me, I kind of know how to play my Street Fighter. But obviously I've like almost never played Alpha 3 specifically. So I'm just gonna go in, play like A-Can, and just hope. So this will be on twitch.tv/GoGigi if you're interested. It's tomorrow at 21 CEST. But for now, it would seem that our grand finals is a go. And yeah, as a reminder, this is best of 5 and Riffa is in loser's bracket. So Riffa will have to win 2 sets against Alistair to claim the tournament. Not impossible, obviously we know Riffa. We know how good Riffa can be, but there is possibility and the likeliness, I will say, that lag might rear its ugly head in this matchup. What is for certain is that Coil is going to rear her ugly head in this matchup. That is for sure. And so far it's just Coil doing Coil things. Riffa is now set up with the red mask. Ooh, good freeze from Riffa. Not going to get much out of it, but still, good freeze. And a very good rush as well to boot. And that is going to be first round to Riffa. Riffa in blue mask. I'm also trying to play a distance game here. Trying to play very patient over that blue mask. Riffa's going to be able to easily dodge that rush and punish it as well. And just lots of exchanges here between Riffa and Alistair. Riffa now in yellow mask with the threat of the invincible rush. And Riffa is going to try to go for a punish using that yellow mask, but no dice. Alistair was ready to shield that. And Alistair's also going to find a full rush here. And just again, lots of patience happening right now. Riffa trying to commit a little bit too much, and Alistair is going to see that from a mile away. Riffa back in yellow, does not have rush yet. So it's kind of gonna have to drop that yellow mask. Blue mask is on the deck. Alistair's going to be able to punish that commitment. Now Riffa's in red. Gonna drop the red right away. Ooh, good 1-2 from Riffa. Manages to catch Alistair with a lot of occasions. I'm pretty sure that was a little bit of lag here. Either that or I guess Coil doesn't have the biggest hitbox on her legs, but still, the biggest hurt box. Actually, that is an interesting question. I would be curious to see the hurt boxes and ons. Questions for later. Ooh, and Alistair is going to get that rush snuffed out here by Riffa. Riffa trying to play extremely patient in order to ensure, yeah, that first game is going to go to Riffa. But yeah, still a lot of lag, unfortunately. At this point, I'm not completely sure if the Grand Finals is going to be able to go through just completely. Which would be unfortunate. But yeah, I am afraid that we're gonna try one more game. Again on Temple Grounds. I'm also waiting for some calls from the TOs. But yeah, it is looking rough in terms of getting a good spectacle from this match, considering the large amounts of lag. Going into game 2, Riffa taking a lot of hits in this opener. And Alistair's going to be able to find as well a very good punish with the rush. It is not looking too great right now for Riffa. Yeah, that's not looking too great. Definitely. Once he's dead, it's definitely not looking too great, I will say. But yeah, I guess that's just a round that Riffa will need to try and forget. Yeah, now we are going into round 2. We do have Riffa with the Seiki, with the yellow mask, and with the rush. All set up and decked out, but not for long as Alistair finds the knockdown. With a very good grab here by Alistair as well. Arm is down. Alistair not going to get much out of the downage. Still able to apply a ton of pressure on the poor Riffa, who's finally going to be able to find a rush. 316 damage. Yeah, Alistair is still in a very good position in this round. 26 seconds on the clock. A very decent lead now that there's a rush coming in. Like, Riffa is on his last leg. And yeah, that's just going to happen. That is just going to happen. Kind of an unfortunate situation, this whole lag stuff. So yeah, we just have to wait for a call at this point. Now we're gonna go on to Mausoleum for the next match. I mean, I will say I am a harsh TO, but like at some point, if there's too much lag, unfortunately, there is stuff that needs to be done. As unfortunate as it is. Yeah, knowing in which conditions these players have to face off, It's really not fun. Yeah. I was to just start here. Yeah, this is not going to. This is not going to work. This is just not going to work. Unfortunate. Okrim is lag testing, but this is probably not going to go through, unfortunately. The match is probably not going to go through. An unfortunate ending. But it's probably how it's gonna go at this point. Yeah, Tio's discussing in the chat. Now we're gonna do the connection test. Yeah, Okrim is gonna be on the connection tests side of things. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're gonna have a match. Seeing how Riffa was already complaining in winners finals. From the lag, we're probably not gonna have a match. I'm sorry, folks. We're just waiting for the call from the TO, but we might have to end on this. Because it really seems like it's that bad. It is that bad. Well, is that you? I mean, sure, I'll play. Sure, I'll play real quick. I tried to dodge. Oh gosh, I'm rusty. Jesus, I'm rusty. There, a little slam. I tried to punish and yeah, that didn't work. Damn it! I didn't think about rush. Just a little bit too far. I tried. Yeah, it would seem that Alistair is on Wi-Fi as well, so that doesn't help. Oh well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, while we wait, we might as well. I should probably have enabled other stages as well. Let's try that. There. Shit, too early. I kind of remember how to play. We're fine. That wasn't too early of a grab. Damn it, my grabs are too early. I tried. You know what? Let's do that. You can hear me hitting the triggers on reaction, you know. Okay, so we might actually have a match. Just so you know. I'm trying to follow the chat at the same time, and we might actually have a match. Not sure, but there might be a match. Yeah, Riffa's in there, so... we might actually have a match. We are going to try one more time. Just in case. We shall see. So I guess technically by tournament rules, we are going to stick to the 1-1 score that happened before the lag test. Yeah, we're gonna go straight back into it. And hope. We're gonna hope. So yeah, sorry for the wait. We're going to try once more to play this match. So far, Riffa is definitely looking a little bit more comfortable, but I'm also seeing that... I'm not gonna lie, I also saw that Cracker go right through Alistair, so... We have to see, we have to see. See, that's the problem, because now I'm looking for signs of lag and not actually watching the match. It's a problem. Ooh, that trade went into Riffa's favor totally, because now Alistair doesn't have the rush, but... Good grab here from Alistair. Yeah, Alistair's starting to come back. Riffa in yellow. Almost at full rush. There's 10 seconds on the clock, so I would assume that both players want to keep their rush for the next round. Yeah, and the pillar is just going to prevent Alistair from doing anything about Riffa winning that round. Now, once again, Riffa is in yellow. And Alistair is just going to activate his rush to waste Riffa's own rush. This is a strategy we've seen before. Just Alistair pretending to go for rush, so that Riffa wastes his own rush and his own invincibility. It's a fair strategy. Especially given that Core can build meter very fast. Yeah, it definitely feels... I would say that it feels like Riffa is more comfortable right now. Which is good to see. Riffa in blue, after wasting the rush. Alistair going for a rush of his own. Riffa is going to be able to dodge it. Not all of it though. It's just going to fall into the end of Alistair's rush. Now Riffa's in red. Not for long, as he gets knocked out of red. But it doesn't matter, and that Cracker is going to find its target. Yeah, apparently it is a lot better. It is looking like it might be working a little bit better right now. And the next stage is going to be Buster Beach. But yeah, it does look like it is going better. Riffa is going to change to Ninjara. For reasons. Okay. Why not? I guess Riffa's just feeling on top of the world, but he still has to reset. That's the thing. He still has to reset. So now may not be the time. It may not be the time to go wild. And Riffa is already going to get caught by the Slapmender as well. Still, going for a lot of lasers. Laser. Laser. Laser again. And laser. But to be fair, it is a very good tool to control space. Which, yeah, you need to control the space when you're against Coil. Yeah, both players doing very good job overall at dodging. Alistair delaying the rush to try and get Riffa, but not gonna get much out of that. Not gonna get much out of that maneuver. More lasers in order to control the space. Alistair in critical as well. Good freeze by Riffa. Applying the pressure right now. 9 seconds on the clock. I think even with the rush, there is not much Alistair can do at this point in the match. And yeah, that is going to be straight up round to Riffa. Easy round for Riffa. On that one. And now going into round 2, I assume we're going to see mostly the same strategy from Riffa, trying to pressure with the laser. Meanwhile, Alistair is trying to poke a lot more with the Hydra. Ooh, but that rush is going to get denied here. More lasers. Riffa is going to get the trap to get the grab. To be fair, Riffa hasn't been grabbing out of freeze too much. So it was a good mix-up. Shield is low. And now it's just side. Riffa isn't going to get much of an opportunity to actually use that. What a good grab by Alistair. Slowly but surely taking back the advantage. And honestly, the Hydra working very well for Alistair so far. From what I can tell. Doing very well. Now we are going to go into round 3. Riffa's going to be able to find that, that slam right in there. And honestly, I kind of like the pick of the Slamamender to actually go around the Hydra. It is an interesting pick, if you ask me. Ooh, and a nice grab here by Riffa. Gonna put Alistair right into the corner, but he's gonna get out for free. Free! Now Riffa's ready to apply lots of pressure onto Alistair. But Alistair is going to be able to find the grab. So getting back in the lead. Again, that Hydra doing a lot of work, honestly, onto Riffa's Ninjara. But Riffa's just going to find a win confirmed. For a lot of damage, to be fair. It just gets a lot of damage out of that. Now 7 seconds on the clock. Alistair trying to find the rush. Not going to get the full rush, and that is going to be the reset for Riffa. The deed is done. The reset is happening. And now that we are in reset land, like, things are getting way more tense by the second. Because that's just what happens in reset land. Wait, it would seem we are not going to start the reset on Temple grounds. We're going to go straight to Buster Beach. And Riffa is going to stick to the Ninjara. For the next few games, it would seem. Ooh, and a delayed grab to get Alistair on that first interaction. Very well played by Riffa so far. However, he is going to get hit for a lot of damage right now by Alistair. Just lots of back and forth so far. Just good patience, honestly, from both players so far. Trade kind of going in favor of Alistair. The rush not landing, Riffa teleporting kind of out of it. Now Riffa applying a lot of pressure. Trying to go for grab, but this time Alistair recognizes it. And just shrugs it off. Ooh, but Riffa's rush here is going to get snuffed out, putting him in a bad situation. And yeah, Alistair just needed to play patiently, and so did he. If we're going for the post of the Tri-Blast, not gonna land much. Alistair, however, finding some success with the Fun Chuck. Yeah, just lots of neutral interactions happening right now. Lots of attempts at poking. Riffa getting some good hits in those interactions. Both players have rush. Good trigger at any time. Ooh, and Alistair's going to be able to find a nice little punish with his own rush. Good knockdown here. Ooh, that was a... Yeah, that was just the Tri-Blast blowing up in Riffa's own face. And that is going to be 1 point on the board for Alistair. Just like that. But yeah, we have to see how it goes. We're also monitoring the whole lag situation at the same time, so there's that. Yeah, it would seem that we're just gonna go into game 2 of the reset. We're fine on that one. Now we're going to Mausoleum. Riffa sticking with the Ninjara. But I almost feel like Alistair is getting acclimated to the Ninjara at this point. So it's gonna get harder and harder for that Ninjara to actually get in. But we'll see, we'll see. And again, so far the neutral interactions are being very much won, for the most part, by Alistair. And that's the thing, Double Glove is a very threatening setup, all things considered. Now here's the thing, a good 1-2 from Riffa can reverse the situation very quickly, but not against the rush from Alistair. Not gonna quite work that way. When Riffa is going to miss his own rush, and that is going to be big time trouble, I feel like. Yeah, just big time trouble so far for Riffa. I was just gonna just wait out the end of the freeze. And a good grab should be enough to seal it. Yeah, as I said, I think Alistair is getting acclimated to the Ninjara, which is not going to be great for Riffa. So Riffa is still trying to go for a lot of Tri-Blast pokes in this matchup, and who could blame him, really? Even when it blows up in his face, it doesn't do that much damage, so... You know, valid strategy for sure. And he can get some confirms like that as well. Perks of Coil being so high in the sky, I will say. It's just one of the very few perks you can get from Coil being so high in the sky. That you can get some follow-ups that are quite interesting. Yeah, it feels like Riffa playing a little bit more aggressive in this round is paying off. Although I say that, and now it's patience game, as you know, 7 seconds on the clock. And there's really not much Alistair can do here to prevent Riffa from getting the round. And now we are in round 3 territory. Riffa continuing this poke game with the Tri-Blast. Also trying to get some slams in. Riffa's just gonna teleport everywhere right now. Ooh, but Alistair delaying again the rush to catch that jump from Riffa. Where Phil was expecting the rush earlier and trying to punish it accordingly. Thankfully, he did not waste that rush on that interaction, but still. Ooh, but Riffa is going to be able to land the jumping rush here. For decent amounts of damage. Being roasted here. Just quite a few exchanges going on right now. Riffa able to avoid most of the rush, is still going to get 145 damage from falling up to the end of that. Now Alistair is starting to play a little bit more aggressive. Riffa recognizing that, able to get some punishes in. It is blow for blow right now. And again, the delayed rush from Alistair. Riffa recognizing that and ooh, I don't know who won. This is a draw! I was about to say, I don't know who won there. But no, we're getting a draw, we're getting an extra round. Yeah, Alistair playing extremely aggressive in this opener. Riffa's gonna be able to get some grabs. Alistair just wheeling, now slowing down the pace. Riffa doing an excellent dodging job right now. Just being the master of dodging. Ooh, and the master of punishing that rush as well. I think Alistair might be getting a little bit antsy. This might come back to bite him in the, you know what? Family friendly, you know, family friendly. Yeah, Riffa's gonna catch Alistair at the end of that rush. 24 seconds on the clock. This is still very possible for Alistair, especially with that full rush landing. 265 doesn't do that much damage. But you can almost feel that like Riffa just wants to be done with that one. He just wants to be done, and done he will be. As yet another point is getting on the board, and apparently the lag is getting worse. So again, we are closely monitoring the situation right now. As we return to Europe, Temple Grounds. For our next game. And yeah, I kind of like the pick from Temple Grounds from Alistair. Maybe recognizing that he was getting a little too antsy on Mausoleum and trying to maybe slow down the pace just slightly. Just slightly. And Temple Grounds is a good pick, especially once DNA and Ninja are not on the table. Ooh, and that rush is going to get snuffed out. With Alistair getting a lot of momentum from that. But that rush isn't going to land from Alistair. It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Ooh, Alistair just at the last second trying to go for a grab to counter Riffa's own grab. But those are just going to clash. Oh yeah, I can see that there's definitely some jank happening. Some lag jank. Yeah, Riffa's gonna get snuffed out here. This is gonna be first round to Alistair. Ooh, and an interesting grab is going to land on Riffa for this round 2 opener. That was a fun one, to say the least. And lots of shield pressure being applied by Riffa, but Alistair is just taking none of it. Doesn't agree. Like, no! I'm not taking that pressure. I'm not gonna fall under that pressure. But again, he is going to waste a rush. And it almost like it feels like Riffa is getting into the rhythm right now of how Alistair is playing. But still. This is still looking pretty rough for Riffa so far. When with that arm down, yeah, there was no way he was gonna avoid that rush. Unfortunate ending to that game, but that is going to be 2-1 to Alistair. One game away from winning the tournament. And straight away we are going to go for the bans. And we're going to go back to Mausoleum. Now this is where it gets scary. Because we've seen Riffa being very comfortable on Mausoleum against Coil. But after that, he will have to win on Alistair's counterpick. And it kind of feels like Alistair's counterpick game has been on point so far. Has been his strong suit. Yeah, Riffa back with the laser. Which I still think is an excellent tool to actually keep Coil in check. With her movement. But so far it's not looking like it's working too well. Because Alistair is very aware of the laser. Ooh, and a very good grab here. Good freeze. No dice for a long distance grab, but that's fine. And yeah, Riffa seems to be struggling right now in this game 4. Not gonna lie. It feels like Alistair has got that rhythm down. And is not getting fooled by the laser. Which means it's back to the slam for Riffa as Alistair is on tournament point. I still feel like Riffa should have probably gone back to Misango at some point in the set. Because right now it feels like Alistair has got him on the ropes. Ooh, but a good rush here from Riffa. Not gonna do that much damage, honestly. Ooh, and now Riffa's completely swung the momentum thanks to that rush as well. It's like, you're not getting away with this that easily. And again, Alistair trying to delay the rush, but Riffa is smarter than that. He knows that Alistair is gonna go for it. And just gonna be like, yeah, no, you don't do that. You don't get to do that. As we're getting into the final round of Game 4. Things are getting very tense here at the Mausoleum. Yeah, Riffa doing an overall good job at dodging everything that's coming his way, as Alistair is applying some good pressure. Ooh, and Riffa barely manages to get that full win confirm as well. That was very close to the ground. I'm surprised he even got that. Yeah, now Riffa is in a very good position. Alistair going to go for rush himself. Riffa trying to attempt a punish, but it's not going to work. He's not going to get punished for much though, so that is completely fine. The explosions are there. Some more explosions. Alistair's one hit away from dying. Alistair going for rush. Again, delaying the rush. Riffa not a fool on this one. Gonna go for rush himself. Not gonna be able to land it. 9 seconds on the clock. I don't think Alistair has any way to build enough meter to go for rush again. Yup. That is going to be Game 4 to Riffa. We are going to Game 5 in the reset. And yeah, again, that is going to be Alistair's counter pick. And overall, I think like Alistair's counter pick game has been very good. And yeah, Riffa is going to switch to Misango for Game 5. That's when you know it's getting serious. And yeah, Riffa going with the Siki on the right arm, going straight for the yellow mask. Which is gonna be funny because with yellow mask, I feel like Misango almost matches Cole's meter gain. It's kind of funny to think about when you think about it. But so far Alistair is doing a great job at keeping Riffa at a distance. Not getting in. Riffa is going to be getting the rush. He's going to get shocked out of yellow mask though by his own Siki. Yeah, Riffa is back in yellow. Alistair's got the yellow rush as well. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. It's Game 5. And yeah, this one I feel like it's the first one to get in. The first one to get in is going to be able to get some massive damage. And Riffa is going to be the first one to actually get the said massive damage. Thanks to an invisible rush that is going to get him a very decent punish. But Alistair still has rush, and that busting Siki is going to net Alistair a free rush. Riffa was betrayed. Riffa was betrayed. You saw it live here, folks. And yeah, Riffa is like, I'm not gonna let that happen twice. For now. Going straight for the Cracker and the Cool Rain. Ooh, and the jumping rush from Riffa is going to land some serious damage at 355. Gonna put Riffa in a very good position right now. He's got Blue Mask. He's the speedy boy. He can dodge anything that comes his way. And yeah, just Riffa playing very, very, very patiently right now. Not throwing too much in terms of punches. Just throwing that one Cracker here and there. That one Cool Ring here and there. And just focused on dodging Alistair. But nah. You don't get to dodge that rush. That's not allowed. Cracker knockdown though. Ooh. The roaster here was huge. Riffa back in Yellow Mask. Gonna have rush very soon. There it is. Here's the ding. Alistair not gonna give him any opportunity to go for that rush. 15 seconds on the clock. And Alistair has the health lead. Riffa trying to go for a punish, but no, Alistair's gonna be able to block it. And yeah, Riffa is just like, yeah, it's over. It's over. And that is going to be Alistair winning EU Arms Challenge number 90. And Riffa is complaining about Wi-Fi in the chat.